Welcome to Believers IAS Academy. As prelims got over, so much confusions regarding the questions, so much controversies regarding the questions. So now we are coming up with the most authenticated keys, so which can be expected to be the key for UPSC Prelims. So starting with science and technology. See, science and technology is the most dynamic part. Everyone knows that. So most of the questions is based on current affairs. So people will think that we should cover lot of the things. No, it's not the way to read or for prepare for science and technology. So science and technology has a theme as every other subjects, such as emerging technology, such as defense technology. So such striking defense technology, something new, something more effective defense technology. In rockets, so recent launches by ISRO or else recent launch by NASA. So it's not like piling up of the material. You should just get updated with the current situations of NASA's space technology, genetic technology. So and also you should have some strong basic knowledge, or not some. You should have strong basic knowledge with respect to the current affairs. Fine. So now we will discuss the solutions with respect to Science and Technology 2026. Fine. So how many questions? Initially, first we must ensure that we must know that how many questions came from Science and Technology from each and every subjects. Particularly from Science and Technology, it jumped from 2025 only 6 questions, but in 2026 it has a massive jump, 16 questions. So you must have come to know that the current affairs played a major role in 2026 prelims. Yes, current affairs plays a major role. So starting with this, so first thing with respect to discussion. See, it's not like answer discussion. So everyone knows the answer, right? So most of the people would have made the videos, made their own answer keys. But this discussion is different from the classical basic thing. How? So you should know that how to find out the answer. How to find the answer without even knowing the core concept. First thing, see, with respect to question number 79, okay, let us start the discussion. Which of the following statements about Duru 64 is or are correct? See, look at the word Duru 64. The options are: it is third chip fabricated under DRV program with an overall aim to enable creation of microprocessor in India. See, the core theme is whenever you find the word aim, mostly that statement will be correct. And also, it's like UPSC will always focus on progressive thing. See, microprocessor and semiconductors is the present need of the hour. So the Dhruv 64 is one of the program. See, statement 1. It is a third fabricated chip. See, look up the word. Third, it's not first. So, it's third chip fabricated under DRE program, so DAR5 program, with an overview aim to enable the creation of microprocessor. So, microprocessor for India. Statement 1 is correct. Now, India is a first homegrown 1.0. It is this Dhruv 64 is India's first homegrown 1.0 gigahertz of 64-bit dual-core microprocessor. So how to find this statement is correct or wrong? See, 64-bit, 64. Seems to be silly, but this works in most of the answers. Seems to be silly, but this will work in most of your answers. Commonly, this is called as wordplay. They will give us terms and they will put a statement related to that term and they will give some exact replica, 64-bit, a dual core microprocessor. So ultimately, this statement also talks about microprocessor. This statement talks about microprocessor. So statement 1, statement 2 is correct. So statement 1 talks about it is third chip fabricated under DR5 program with an overall aim to enable creation of microprocessor for India. So microprocessor for India. So it is aim to create microprocessor for India. Yes, statement 1 is correct. It's India's first homegrown 1.0 GHz 64-bit dual core microprocessor. 64-bit dual core microprocessor. 1 and 2. So both the statements are correct. See, even though without knowing the background of the question concept, like Dhruv 64, how we should try attending the paper. In future also, if something new question comes like this terms means, you should look for the common word or else common term. See here 64, generally 64, here also 64. So you can ensure that at least statement 2 is correct. Statement 2 is correct with respect to India's first homegrown 1.0 GHz 64-bit dual core microprocessor. So this same statement, so see, link this 2 with 1 microprocessor. This also talks about microprocessor. Generally UPSC will ask such questions in future also. It has multiple questions in past also. Not only in science and technology. It has used 11 and like IR questions. Okay. Now, the conclusion is both the statements are correct. Coming up with second question. The Bureau of Indian Standards. So, the Bureau of Indian Standards recently introduced a national standard to test and assess the bomb disposal system. Which following statements with regards to this system is correct? See, the BIS recently introduced national standards to test and assess bomb disposal system. Bomb disposal system. So which of the following is correct? So the new standards is known as IAS 19445 is colon 2025. It will improve the interoperability for the equipment across the agencies. It is developed by TBRL and DRDO in collaboration with 30th Central Scientific Research Institute, Russia. So it talks about defense, bomb disposal system. The first thing is, generally, some statements is giving update or else reducing the burden. That means upgrading the technology. It will improve interoperability. It will improve the interoperability of equipment across the agencies. Okay, so this talks about the improvement, updation in defense system. Finally, the statement 2 is correct. See, statement 2 is correct. So I can go with statement 2 is correct means option D is not there. Now 2 is present everywhere, remaining. Now either 1 is correct or either 1, 2, 3 or 2 and 3 or 1 and 2. I know that 2 is correct. It was developed by TBRL and DRDO. TBRL and DRDO. This statement is wrong. See, this statement is wrong. Fine. Once you ensure 3 is wrong, 1 and 2 is correct. The new standards is known as IS 19445 is colon 2025. That is this year. This was developed in 2025. This is code number given to this standards bomb disposal system. National standards and bomb disposal system. So statement 1 and 2 is correct. Fine. Next thing. See, generally, with respect to this question, this year the blend of model, like which of the following are correct, which of the following are not correct. So you should focus each and every word in the question itself. That means in the directive itself. What is directive? The directive is, this part is generally called as directives. So which one of the following pair of semiconductor plant. Again semiconductor plant. See, semiconductor was most important current affairs for last 2 years. Semiconductors. Fine. So which one are the following pairs of semiconductor plant in India and their locations? And their locations is not correctly matched. They also highlighted the word not. So there is no issue of fearing. You will read like not correctly matched as correctly matched. No. They are clearly mentioned. You should find out which of the pairs are not correctly matched. Okay. Now let us come here. Generally, UPSC will use one of the simple trick. What they will use means, they will use like Uttar Pradesh blended with Madhya Pradesh. They will swap the Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh with Madhya Pradesh. See, CG Power and Industry Solution Private Limited in partnership with Renesas Electronics and Star Microelectronics is present in Gujarat. Yes, it is correctly matched. It is present in Gujarat. Tata Semiconductor Assembly and Test Private Limited. Yes, it is present in Assam. What the common trick they will use? Madhya Pradesh. HCL Foxconn Joint Venture India chip is not linked with Madhya Pradesh. It is linked with Uttar Pradesh. Just swim. See, even though this seems to be odd, but these tricks work much in previous year question also, in this year question also. See, they just swapped the Madhya Pradesh, swapped the word Madhya Pradesh. Okay, fine. Yes, they are asking not correct. This is C is not correct. C is not correct. So, Sysesmic Private Limited is present in Odisha. Yes, Sysesmic Private Limited is present in Odisha. Okay, fine. It was one of the most expected question because India was trying to develop own forecast system with respect to disaster management, flood, rain, drought. So India is one of the most we can position India as a climate vulnerable country. So failure of monsoon, most of the farmers are because most of the farmers is depending upon rain-fed agriculture. If the El Nino comes, that's all. So if El Nino comes, most of the farmers will face the loss. Fine. Like that, to prevent the farmers from the disaster, we have developed a Bharat forecast system. So Bharat forecast system is very much important for this year mains also. Which are the following statement with regards to India's indigenous new high resolution? They itself said high resolution weather module Bharat forecast system is correct. Generally, aims and objectives are correct. Generally, its objective is to generate forecast at panchayat cluster level. What is meant by panchayat cluster level? Even at a panchayat level. So it is like 6. They mentioned that 6x6 box. So utmost precision it will give a weather report. Utmost precision it will give a weather report. That is statement 1 is correct. It was developed by IIT Delhi. See, IITM Pune. So Indian Institute of Meteorology. So metrology. So it's not IIT Delhi. They just swapped it. So they just replaced the word with IIT Delhi. This is IITM Pune. So statement 2 is wrong. So only one statement is correct. Fine. Which of the following statement regards features of blockchain technology? See, blockchain technology is one of the classical questions. They started asking the question with respect to blockchain technology from 2016. You can find, first of all, they will ask blockchain technology itself, then cryptocurrency, then Bitcoin, then central bank digital currency, then central bank digital rupee. This year, they asked both blockchain technology and central bank digital rupee. So both questions they asked. So which of the following statement regarding the features of blockchain technology are correct? Again, they are saying are Correct. Fine. There are 4 statements. There are 4 statements. Fine. So record, first of all, first statements. Records stored in database may be visible to relevant stakeholders without risking it alteration. Without risk of alteration. Without the risk of records stored in database may be made visible. See, just visible. See, if I am a stakeholder of this blockchain, I can see the data. And also they use the word maybe and also just made visible. So without risk of alteration. So I can't change the data, but I can view the data. Yes, statement 1 is correct. If statement 1 is correct, option B is wrong. Copies of the entire database are stored on multiple computers on a network, synchronizing within a second. See, here, statement 2 also correct. See, within a second. Now you can see here, within a second. This is the keyword. Let us wait. Consortium blockchain is a blend of public and private blockchain, allowing selective data access. Here, it is not consortium blockchain, it is hybrid blockchain. So statement 3 is wrong. Once statement 3 is wrong. Mathematical algorithm is made impossible to change or delete any data once recorded and accepted. See, generally it is very difficult to delete any data with respect to blockchain technology. Once the data is entered into the blockchain, so it requires owner permission, that is miner's permission to alter the data. Only miners can alter the data. So with this permission only you can alter the data. Not only miners, with this permission. Only if he allows, you can alter the data. So ultimately, if the statement 3 is wrong, 1 is correct, 3 is wrong, 1, 2 and 4 is correct. 1, 2 and 4 is correct. Rare earth element. See, there was 2 important core concepts with respect to this year prelims. One is deep sea mining. So deep sea mining is done for rare earth element. Rare earth element was in the news for past 3 years. You can see last 2 years also we got question with respect to rare earth element. This year also we got question with respect to rare earth element. Okay, which are the following statements about rare earth element and the critical mineral are correct? So both are from PYQs. And recent PYQs, not 10 years, 15 years back. It is like continuous. Modern technology innovation including artificial intelligence, robotics and space exploration extensively utilize rare earth element. So it is that why rare earth is very much important, because this rare emerging technologies like EVs, artificial intelligence, robots, space exploration are depending upon the rare earth. China has highest share in mining of rare earth element, followed by India. See here the key. Followed by India means what? India is second. No. Yes, China is the highest share, but India is not second place. China has the highest share in mining of rare earth element, followed by India. That means they are saying India is a second. No. So once you confirm that 2 is wrong, you eliminate 2. The government of India launched the National Critical Mineral Mission in 2025 to establish a robust framework for self-reliance in critical minerals. Self-reliance, yes. Generally aims. This is aim of the mission. So, what is the aim of the mission? Is this rare earth element are set of 13 metallic elements. So again see, once 3 is correct. So once 3 is correct, 1, 3 and 4, 1 and 3. So rare earth elements are set of 13 metallic elements. It is set of what? 17 metallic elements. 1 and 3. Fine. Fine. This is, so the concept which was asked this year prelims is like everything was linked with PYQs. Nothing came new. See, everything was linked with PYQs. Nothing was in new. Fine. Okay. Let us move to the next question. Which of the following statements with regards to genetic medicines are correct? See, genetic medicines. So every year you will get a question with respect to genetics, gene modification, gene therapy. One second. Fine. So every year you will get a question with respect to gene therapy, genetic medicines, all these things. Fine. So genetic medicines are correctly compensate for faulty genes responsible for the disease. See, genetic medicine. So see, they simply gave the term genetic medicines correct for faulty gene. See, the name itself suggests that it is genetic medicine. Then for what? Then genetic medicine is for what? To correct the faulty gene responsible for the disease. Yes. Genetic medicines are correct for faulty genes responsible for diseases. Engineered virus and lipids nanoparticles are used as a carrier. See, UPSC already asked the question, virus is used as a vector. Vector means what? Carrier. See, generally it is used as a carrier. Fine. Yes, statement 2 is correct. Engineered viruses and lipids nanoparticles are used as a carriers for genetic medicine. Yes. Genetic medicine alters the entire gene of the entire DNA sequence. See, here the entire keyword is extreme. See, yes, genetic medicine is used to treat genetic diseases, but at a particular segment. It's not the entire DNA. This genetic medicine treats the particular part which is faulty. That means faulty part of the gene, not the entire gene. So genetic medicines alter, it does not alter the entire DNA. It treats a particular part of the DNA which is faulty. So once you remove 3, answer is 1 and 2. 1 only, 1 and 2. So generally 2 is correct. So see, 2 is from PYQ. Viruses are used as vector. So engineered viruses, that means engineered viruses, modified viruses and lipids nanoparticles are used as a carrier. Yes, they are used as a carriers. See, large language module. See, first of all, one thing. Which of the following statement with regards to large language modules used in the machine learning is are correct? See, they are asking machine learning. For machine learning, the codes are written by human. For machine learning, the codes are written by human. So they are asking which of the following statements are correct with respect to large language module. Large language module assign probabilities to the next possible words and then pick one with the highest probability. See, they will work on what module? So probabilities to next possible words. That means if you want to complete a program or a statement, it will work on the next possible thing you are thinking. It will replicate your thinking, but you should start. You should write the code to assign the probabilities to the next possible words. LLM processes data through mathematical optimization to minimum prediction error. See, generally we use the technology to what? Minimize prediction errors. So we will predict the error and we will try to minimize it by writing a code for machine learning. LLM produced unbiased output. Here The code is written by human. Why I introduced the word? First itself I discussed the word about human means. The code is written by human. If the code is written by human, it has a chance to be biased. So here the unbiased output. LLM can't produce the unbiased output. Generally the output will be biased. So once you eliminate 3, 1 and 2, 1 only. That means generally statement 2 is something. See, generally one thing, it will be silly. In Science and Technology 2026, most of the questions are answer C. Most of the questions are answer C. You can see not 100%, most of the questions are answers. So for this, it is B. Because it can create unbiased output, here it is B. Fine. Again, which of the following statement with regards to stealth technologies are archived? Stealth technology have very small radar, cross section and are coated with radar observing material. Stealth objects can be detected using specific frequencies. Stealth objects are coated with meta materials to increase the scattering electromagnetic data. See, before explaining this concept, where the UPSC will make us a trap, generally they will change the directions. They will swap the direction. Swap the directions. That means north, south, east, west. Swapping. Generally, other than these concepts, increase, decrease. Here, statement 3, stealth objects are coated with meta materials to increase the scattering of electromagnetic radiation. First thing, the trick is used here is decrease. Decrease. So first let us apply that. Statement 3 is now. Stealth can be detected using specific frequencies. So yes, it can be detected using specific frequencies. 1 and 2 is now. See what I told. Generally, C is correct. So stealth is a very small radar cross section. Stealth objects have a very small radar cross section and are coated with radar absorbing material. So once it is absorbed the radar, then see, stealth is something. It is used to do. Stealth is sixth sense. They will use the word stealth to express it has sixth sense. Like it will act like a human. Fine. Point number 1. So stealth objects have very small radar. So cross section and are coated with radar absorbing material. So the first statement is correct. The first statement is correct. It is radar absorbing material. It could not be detected by radars. So stealth could not be detected by radars. So because it has radar absorbing material. Second statement. Stealth objects can be detected using specific frequencies. Here they are saying can be detected. Yes, it can be detected using specific frequencies. Now, stealth objects are coated with meta materials to increase the scattering of electromagnetic radiation. Here, talk about the basic science. If the scattering, this is the material, the rays fall here. If the scattering is more, then the rays gets reflected and it comes to the radar, radar receives the message. Then it can be easily detected. If the scattering is very less, then only it can be detected. It can't be detected. If it increases the scattering, it can be detected with the help of radar. So here statement 3 is wrong because it decreases the scattering of electromagnetic radiation, not increases. So statement 3. So another one of the important core concept, they touch the core concept. Black box, see, whenever the flight crashes happens, the black box will be in the news. So earlier, one time UPSC was asked the question with respect to black box, but this year they touched the technology. See, which of the following statement with regards the black box used in modern aircrafts is archived? modern aircrafts. They carry beacon emitting red light pulses to facilitate underwater detection. See, in underwater, whether you will use light, if you go deeper and deeper, the light will get faded. And generally, what technology they are used in black box to find the black box is underwater is acoustics. Acoustics. What is acoustics? It's like the mechanism used by dolphins and fishes to travel. It will emit the acoustics. So statement 1 is wrong. So once you remove statement 1 is wrong, you got the answer. They record both cockpit voice and flight data. The memory units are made using either stainless or titanium. So ultimately, if you remove one statement, remove 1, 2 and 3 is answer. Remove 1, 2 and 3 is answer. Fine. Which are the following statement with regards green hydrogen? See, what is a theme used by UPSC in this question? UPSC will always focus on alternative energy resource, biofuel. You see you know that what is conventional fuel? Petrol, coal, diesel. All these things are what? Conventional fuel. What is alternative to this? Hydrogen. So EVs. Biofuel. So go on, check the previous year question paper. You have last year they blended EVs and hydrogen. Before they were asking about EVs. Even before they were asking about hydrogen, and 2016, 16, 17 and all, there was a question with respect to biofuel. Fine. Now this is the same trend is getting followed. It's not repeated, it is followed. Green hydrogen. It is decarbonized hydrogen obtained from natural gas reforming combined with carbon capture storage. See, it is a decarbonized hydrogen obtained from natural gas reforming combined with carbon capture storage. So this definition belongs to blue hydrogen, not green hydrogen. So they replaced the definition itself. So it produced using electrolysis of water with electricity generated by renewable energy. Generally, it is the process of producing green hydrogen. National Green Hydrogen Mission aims, what I told, aims and missions are always correct. Aims and missions are always correct from abandonment of nearly 50 million metric ton of annual greenhouse gases emission by 2030. So 2 and 3 are correct. Fine. So see, generally how UPSC is focusing towards the emerging technology and alternative energy source. Consider the following statement with the record of involvement of private entries in an Indian space program. See, you know that InSpace is a private entity. So the Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center, InSpace, is an autonomous agency formed to facilitate participate of private entities. So to support, to develop more private satellite launches, ISRO itself allowed to form InSpace. InSpace is a private entity. They deal with private satellite rocket launches. Fine. Agnikul Cosmos launched the world first flight using 3D printed rockets engine. See the question. Consider the following statements with regards involvement of private entities in Indian space program. Private entities in Indian space program. Fine. One thing, listen here. Agnikul Cosmos. Where, see, this is also kind of how to find the word blending. Cosmos is Russia. Roscosmos, Russia. Roscosmos, Russia. So it is not Indian, it is India plus Russia. So statement 2 is wrong. One statement 2 is wrong. Automatically statement 3 also gets wrong. Fine. So statement 3 also gets wrong. Fine. So Skyroot Aerospace has developed liquid fuel for GSLV. Skyroot Aerospace has developed liquid fuel for GSLV. So see, it is also a private company. This is also a private company in India. Skyroot is a private company in India. So they also assigned to launch the private rockets. That is Vikram series rockets. Vikram series rockets. This is Skyroot. It is not. It is a private company. It launches private rockets, Vikram series rockets. Skyroot Aerospace has developed liquid fuel for GSLV. It is wrong. So one only correct. See, generally this thing on by practicing previous year question paper, you could come to know that. See, these like this Roscosmos, Agnipur Cosmos. This is not an indigenous project. Here, private. See, the question is about involvement of private entities in Indian space program. They are completely, the keyword is India space program. This is ultimately is not India space program. Skyroot Aerospace has developed the liquid fuel for GSLV. No, it is itself. Skyroot is a private group. Yes, it is a private entity. Yes, they involved in launch of Vikram series rockets. Vikram series rockets. Which of the following statements with regard to drone swarms are correct? See, they could have asked a drone, but they added the word drone swarms. It's very simple. What is meant by drone swarm? Multiple drones are engaged in one common goal. Multiple drones are engaged in one common function. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All six drones will be assigned to do one common job. So that is drone swarms. See here the keyword. They use terahertz band and frequency to communicate with command center. See, it is like drones. Drones, if they use terahertz, it is very high frequency hertz. If they use very high frequency band, they could be detected in the radar. So generally this drone swarms was in the news due to Operation Sindhu. So this terahertz band was not used. So the terahertz band was not used. Okay. So again, so if statement 1 is wrong, ultimately 2 and 3 are correct. Individual drones in a swarm can communicate with other drones in swarms. Generally what I said, it is a group of drones with a common goal. Then it should have communication, right? If you aware of the keyword drone swarms, you could see that statement 2 will be correct. Individual drone in the swarm can communicate with other drones in the swarm. GPS spoofing is commonly used in technique to counter drone swarms attack. See, all the drones are loaded with one common message. If I distract any one drone with the use of GPS spoofing is what? Entering into the software of functioning of these drones and changing the spoofing means what? Entering and changing the data. Now, GPS spoofing is a commonly used technique to counter drone. If I change the function of one drone automatically all the drones will change its function, because that is called drone swarm. Every other group of drones will act upon one common command. So 213 is correct. See, Genome Indian project, it is again, it was in the news since 2019. HGP. So first of all, first thing is Human Genome Project. Human Genome Project is worldwide project. Worldwide project. Which of the following statement with regards to Genome Indian project is or are correct? First of all, it is a part of Human Genome Project. India's Genome India project is an indigenous and individual project. First thing is, Genome India project does not have any links with Human Genome Project. That is world level, global level Human Genome Project. So this is wrong. Again, you got the answer. The project is funded by Department of Biotechnology, Government of India. It is primary aim, what I told. See, once this is correct, its primary aim is to build a catalog of genetic diversity of India and population. Once you get 3 is right, automatically this 2 is not. So it is a part of Human Genome Project. It is not the part of Human Genome Project. Most of the people would have answered 1, 2, 3. No, statement 1 is wrong. So commonly they will think that yes, it is when it is a genome project of India, it would have links with Human Genome Project. No, it does not have link with Human Genome Project. Which of the following statement with respect to National Quantum Mission is correct? See, quantum computing was in the news for past 2 years. Its aim, again, aims at developing intermediate scale quantum computers with 52,000 physical qubits. Yes, it is correct. So once again, I can say that like what I said, Bitcoin, all this evolution, this quantum mission is also evolution. Started with the word qubit. So this was the first UPSC PYQ with respect to quantum computing. So alternative years, we also got 2 to 3 questions with respect to this quantum mechanics. So quantum missions. Which are the following statement with regard to national quantum missions is or are correct? It's saying at developing intermediate scale quantum computers with 52,000 physical qubits. So yes, it is correct. Its implementation includes setting up of 4 thematic hubs in academic and national research and institute across the India. That is IIT Madras, IIM Bangalore, Delhi, IIT Madras, Bangalore, Delhi. So IAS Madras, IIT Bangalore. Sorry, IIT Madras, IAS Bangalore, IIT Delhi, and 4 thematic hubs. Another one, Madras, Bangalore, Delhi. I think. So another one place is there. Another one hub is there. So totally 4 places. I think Trivandrum, I think, but I am not sure about it. Okay, so both 1 and 2 are correct. So India's deep sea ocean mission, it was in the news for past 1 year. So like mineral exploration. So minerals is one of the important theme of the UPSC Prelims. So already we got critical mineral and rare earth mineral question. So this is second question with respect to themes. It was launched by Ministry of Ports. See, again I am coming to the one of the common theme. Generally ministries are wrong. So here, when you remove this ministry, this is Ministry of Earth Science. See, Ministry of Earth Science deals with deep sea ocean mission. Mineral deep sea ocean mission. That means deep sea ocean mission, this generally they will focus on deep sea ocean mission. So Ministry of Ports is wrong. You got the answer. Matsya 6000 has been designed to carry 3 people for deep sea exploration. Samudrayan is a project under this mission. Yes, both are correct. Fine. Again, coming up with the AI. AI also one of the most expected topic this year. Consider the following statement with respect to AI Impact Summit 2026 held in New Delhi. The summit's intellectual framework was based on 3 foundation pillars: people, planning, progress. See, the similar type of question has been asked in previous year also. Like, the aim of the meet is people, planet, some progress something. So that statement was also wrong. So here, this is also fine. So this statement is also wrong. So it is not people, planning, progress. This one is wrong. So 2 and 3 only. You know that there is no need to check 3. The preamble of summit stresses democratizing AI resources, which acknowledges the charter for democratic diffusion of AI, binding framework to support locally relevant innovations and strengthen resilience of AI ecosystem while respecting national laws. So it is not binding. Generally, India will not host, or else India will not take part in the concepts, in the meets, in the summit. The principle says binding. India will generally, it won't take part in the conventions or else international summits that says binding. 2 is wrong. Once 2 is wrong, you got automatically, without reading the third statement 3 is correct. See, this is how you should approach the paper. Fine. So, generally, we can have a quick revision. Okay, AI Impact Summit, yes, there is a three foundational thing. Statement 1, so it is wrong. It is not people planning progress. So second thing, so it is not binding. So the New Delhi Declaration of AI Impact was structured around 7 chakras, which includes access for social empowerment, AI for science and securing, and trust AI. So statement 3 only correct. See, more than getting the knowledge from this video, you should focus on how UPSC is focusing the emerging technologies, how UPSC is focusing the questions, how they are asking the question with respect to the emerging technology and the core concepts of the basic core concepts in the science and technology, particularly with respect to all these deep sea ocean mission, quantum computing. See, next year also quantum computing is an evolving technology. So one of the most important thing is in quantum, in quantum communication, it is future future tamper proof. You can't tamper, you can't intersect, or you can't break the quantum communication. It is future tamper proof. So in future they will ask such questions, whether it is tamper proof or not. So here with the Genome India project, yes, genetic sciences plays major role in UPSC. Every year you will get a question with respect to genetic science. We were expecting a question with respect to gene editing technology, but the question was so easy that you can answer very easily. If you know one common point, India is not a part of human genome. That means Genome India project is not a part of human genome project. Genome India project is not a part of human genome project. So again, terahertz done. So it is wrong. So remaining 2 and 3 are correct. So other than this, Skyroot, yes. Here Skyroot itself, yes, it is a private entity, but it provides Vikram series satellites, Vikram series launches. It does not develop liquid fuel for GSM. Okay. Again, this green nitrogen. Next year also you will get a question with respect to green nitrogen. I am damn sure about it. So ultimately, like these statements will be there. So you should be able to find and eliminate the statement and black boxes. So this was in the news, so that they asked it. The science behind it, the basic core concept behind the black box will help you to answer the question. That's all. So stealth technology is also, see, one core concept, it decreases. Does not increases, you will get the answer. Fine. So LLM, so biased. It can produce biased. Genetic medicine, it will alter some parts of the DNA, not the entire parts of the DNA. Again, finally, self-reliant. So rare earth elements, regarding all these, rare earth elements are set of 13 metallic. Fine. So blockchain technology. So blockchain technology is, so you can't, copies of entire database are stored in multiple computers on the network, synchronizing within a second. So this is 1, 2, and 4. So India's which of the following statements regards India's indigenous new high resolution weather module Bharat forecast system? It is not developed by IIT. It is developed by IITM Pune. It is developed by IITM Pune. So statement 1 is. So here it is Madhya Pradesh. HCL Foxconn joint venture of India Chip Limited is in Madhya Pradesh. So Uttar Pradesh. It's not in Madhya Pradesh. So generally, 6 plants have been approved. 6 here, the 6 plants have been approved. So out of this, they asked 1 plant. So 4 plants. In this, they had swapped 1 thing. So Bureau of Indian Standards, yes, it is new. There is a new standards 19445 for bomb disposal system. It will improve interoperability. It is not developed by. It is not developed by TBRM, so it is indigenous. One thing I forgot to mention is it is indigenous system. It is not collaborated with Russia. It is not collaborated with Russia. So statement 3 is out. So again, Guru 64. I told you the common keyword is statement 2 and 1 is correct. So it is third G. Fine. See, I also told we had discussed not only the solution. See, in how to approach the science and technology question, how some of the things will help us to answer the question, like the 64 bit. So 64 bit, like aims, objectives, mostly aims and objectives, or they itself mentioned the aim. Mostly aims and objectives are 90% correct. So see, question paper is not that much difficult. See, our aim is not to attend 100 questions. First, you must know that our aim is to get through round about 50 to 60 questions. With respect to this paper, 75 to 80 marks is enough to clear the prelims. Okay, so that you should try to attempt less number of questions when the question paper seems to be difficult. And take more chances like this. This is one of the best examples I can say. Aims are correct and this is correct and this is correct. So you get 2 marks without knowing what is the technology is. Fine. Okay. Thank you.